just so you know, I am right up for this chat. I took a picture earlier, and it's my booze collection in front of me. I've got 6 beers, I've got some toffee vodka, and I've got a glass of port as well.
Well, I've got whiskey.
You got whiskey? Yes!
Well,
yes!
I mean, watching your other videos, you kind of heard, it's like, well, they're having a piss, so it's like, fucking drink.
Yeah, I really feel my flows better, you know, when I've got alcohol flowing through me. So, you know, it's especially port as well. Apparently port makes you sing better, so I thought it could make me talk better. Well, obviously not improve my vocabulary. Yeah, hi guys, welcome to TIO. We are talking about atheism, joined by my good friend Peter Emerson in Deutschland. How are you today?
Try it with Philip, but fuck it. I'm doing fine.
What did I call you?
Peter. You're already that drunk, mate.
Oh, Jesus, yeah. Well, I'm sorry. It's too early in the morning for me
No,
to
the question right now is still, is there a God? So you can't really say Jesus at this moment in time until we've actually come to the conclusion about atheism.
That is a very good point. I do apologise. Bloody Einstein. I've had a lot of port this morning. Anyway.
Damn you, relativity!
Yeah, fuck you, relativity. You depressed the shite out of me. I hate relatives. Right, anyway. Okay.
Yeah, so do I.
Well, I would like to just bring up my first opening point, right? Well, it's not my point, really. Basically, I'm a massive fan of Ricky Gervais, not just because of his comedy and his intelligence.
Yes.
Yeah, exactly.
Yes.
We're talking about atheism, so of course we're going to bring up Ricky Gervais. So yeah, not a big fan of his comedy, and he is a very intelligent man. I was particularly blown away by his comment, right? So Ricky Gervais was on the Stephen Colbert show, right? It was a late night show, some bullshit. You know, those same old American TV shows, you know, where they've got the city landscape in the background, all that shit. Stephen Colbert decided, oh, let's have a conversation about atheism, blah, blah, blah. And, you know, Ricky Gervais, basically, he was asked, Stephen Colbert brought up a very good point. You could say it's a good point. He says, well, surely everything relies on faith. Surely you have faith in, let's say, Stephen Hawking, when he says the universe was compacted into such and such small space. Now, I was blown away by Ricky Gervais's response, because Ricky Gervais has a way of making the simplest and most practical response. It's not like he's dumbing it down. He just does it simplistically so everyone can understand it, and it is just perfect, right? So he basically brought the point, and he said, look, if you would get every religious textbook, every one of those bleed books that claims to know what the universe is, destroy it, and wait 1,000 years. In 1,000 years, when you look at the current religious books, they'll be completely different. In 1,000 years, fresh start, there'll be something completely different set of values, different set of ethics. If you grab every science and maths book and destroy it and wait 1,000 years and look at the science then, they might have different names, but it will be the same science. You will still have Pythagoras, you know, for example. And I thought that was a fantastic analogy to show that religion is clearly man-made, where science isn't. Science has always been there. It is something that we are discovering, and science doesn't pretend, like religion pretends to know all the answers, and when it doesn't know the answer, it says God works in mysterious God's will. He works in mysterious ways, you know, all that shite. But science is not afraid. Science likes to be proven wrong, because if science is proven wrong, it's also being proven right in a way, because it will follow the right theory. It wants to know the right answers. It is an endeavour to acquire knowledge, and the correct knowledge. There's no prophets in science. No one prophesizes. Someone makes a theory, and they will get proven wrong, or they get proven right, and they end up being heroes or forgotten about.
The theory doesn't fit the facts. Change the theory.
Yeah, exactly.
That's basically how it works. You can say all you want, like 1 and 1 is 2.
Yeah.
And we know that to be a fact, but if someone to come along and say, no, 1 plus 5 is 7, and you could mathematically prove that,
well, exactly.
you'd be sitting there going, what the Fuck.
Yeah, exactly. Now, you didn't get that answer because I prayed, right? The answer is what it is. That's just how the world works, and it has been proven time and time again. It's proven that 2 + 2 = 4. Quick math. Anyway,
there was also I can't remember who it was, but someone actually said that science is in theory the biggest religion that we have. Because yes, just hear me out.
right.
Science is basically the understanding of how the world is, how the universe is, what it is, and how it came to be. But if you think of science about a glass, as someone also said, it's a glass full of a liquid, and you take the first sip, and it's very, very bitter, and it's I can barely stomach it, really.
Yeah.
But the further you go down, and the more you drink, as soon as you reach the end, you kind of realize that God's at the end, because something must have, in theory, created all of this. Because I know I'm just bringing up a point, so we have something to argue. So shut up.
All right.
No, and basically that something had to have, in theory, been for there to be something. Because if you then go on to philosophical topics, there cannot be nothing without something, but there can also not be something that just appears into existence in any sort of way, shape, or form.
Back to the point that you mentioned. Well, right, this is what they said. I forgot his Chinese fella. Oh, bloody, I can't just say that, can
I? Well, as long as you don't just call him Ching Ling, you'll be fine. Oh, shit.
Oh, shit, too late. Might as well carry on. No, it's when they say science is the biggest religion, that suggests that science is built upon faith. And science is built upon people saying to you, and your parents saying to you, oh, did you know if you square root the 3 to that? No, it doesn't work like that. Science
is real.
Science is real. It's proven
every day. And you have to believe in the result that comes afterwards.
Well, exactly. Like, for example, science is real because you use science to make a plane fly, to send a rocket to the moon. Science clearly works. If you use science, you can get somewhere. If you pray, you don't. The Catholic Church, right? They should make faith airlines, yeah? So it's not powered by fuel, it's powered by God's love. You know, you get in the plane, it's got no wings, no jets, and you go, come on,
you
guys.
Gotta pray as hard as you can.
Gotta pray as hard as you can. Here we go. Oh, and it just starts to hover. Never would that exist. I mean, that would be mighty efficient. No fuel, brilliant. Just pray and you travel to where you need to go. But, you know, they're obviously still working on it. You know, work out the kinks.
The thing is, there'd be that one dick who'd probably also be a scientist who would attach something, who would make the plane levitate and actually get there without like massive jets and everything. And they'd all sit there going, we made it. It was God's love. And the scientists would turn up and go, no, you fucking twats, that was me. And they go, no, but God created it so you could, fuck off. And then
exactly.
That's how that would end.
Exactly. It would never end. You would just go in circles. Back to what you said in regards to religion, science being the biggest religion. That implies that it's only on faith.
So, at this moment in time, it is only a theory. It has not been proven right or wrong yet.
Yeah.
So, in theory, so if you think about it, it's a scientific question at this moment in time.
You're absolutely right. But the reason why science, I believe, is so dangerous to the church is not science itself. It's the principle of science. The principle of science is you look at something happen and you question it. You want to work out why it is. Religion doesn't want you to question. It wants you to be brought up as a child, go, Mummy and Daddy, what do I do? Your mum and Daddy go, if you're bad, you go to hell, if you're good, you go to heaven. Yeah, pray to God to have a child. Pray God, you know, marry in God's name, blah, blah, blah. You're, you know...
don't have sex. Like,
don't have sex. Your child can only go to heaven if he's baptized and becomes, part of the family of God.
If I were to go by that, then I would definitely be going to hell right now. I have not had a confession in like fucking 10 years.
Well, yeah, I was born a Catholic.
I am.
Yeah,
so was I. So I assume that we're probably going to be like, we're not even going to be someone like bunkmates or something, because they're like, oh wait, they know each other. No, we're separating. And I was like, fuck! So
well, hopefully they still have Skype down there, so you can just talk about it.
Yeah, probably going to have a really shit connection though.
I know, bastard. This connection's hell, but Okay, thanks for listening to another one of our TIO Atheist videos. I believe Philip has another one of his famous exiting quotes. Philip?
Yeah, this one's from Werner Heisenberg. And the quote goes like this: "What we observe is not nature itself, but nature exposed to our method of questioning."
I like it. And if that doesn't make it clear, then you're an idiot. Alright, thank you very much for listening. See you later, guys. Bye.
See you guys.